I'm in the jump like double dutch, kicking it on the roof with bass, smoke a couple blunts. She all over me, it's all love. Honey buns, ain't getting any sleep till the
prayer doesn't need to travel, it's just instant.
And it's funny because 2 years ago I didn't even believe in any of this hoo-ha, you know, and then I find myself like going on this crazy journey, like releasing all this crap from like the story that I've been carrying around, like the ugly baby. What is that? What were you saying about that?
Uh-oh.
The ugly baby story. Like, oh, here's my ugly baby. Oh,
I don't know.
Anyways, it's like going around and being like, oh, hey, here's my story. Here's all these things that have happened to me in my past. And it's like, dude, don't go carrying around an ugly baby. You know, like, oh, here's my ugly baby. Let me show you my ugly baby.
Actually,
maybe it doesn't work.
Your trials and tribulations as a presentation of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with the mainland. That's what we were just talking about.
What were you just talking about?
Huh?
What were you just talking about?
Who was it? It was like a conversation going around a moment ago. I don't remember. But I get what you mean by the ugly baby, not presenting yourself as all the horrible things once were. I found myself not speaking once I figured out not to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so until I learn what I am, that's positive. Let's just not speak of. Don't even speak of it.
Yeah, no.
And that's what's up.
Bring it back to life.
Yeah. Perpetuates it. Yeah.
See that? Same thing happened with me. I stopped. Yeah, I just realized it now that you say it. I had a long period of quiet when I was trying to fight through my negativity.
Yeah. There was a time when I had to like keep myself distant from people while I went through that, you know. It wasn't easy to just go out and hang out with my old friends because just a lot of it was changing inside. Like walls were coming down.
They were the catalyst.
They were.
A lot of the negativity. They brought it out. Your slang, your jokes, your humor, all of that funny shit that we used to laugh about really isn't all that funny when you look at it from a higher perspective. And you don't want to be a wet blanket. You don't want to be, you know, I want to say stag, but that's not it either. But you just don't.
The more down I go, the more up I go. So it's more entertaining, actually. Even if I'm like freaking out, it's like I've been freaking out for days, and it's like it's actually been really
out?
Oh, just like crazy emotions and realizations, and like up and down emotionally, just like ecstatic and connected, and then just like so sad.
I think Hawaii just feeds energy into whatever you're feeling, like whatever it is. Hawaii is just like, here's more.
Yeah, it's
deal with it.
And it's ultimately been really entertaining for myself because it's just so funny that it's I don't know, it's been a really.
Do you love every minute of it?
Oh yeah, it's
like
awesome.
Say thank you for it all because it's all for you.
And it's more entertaining than like you were just saying, like just kind of flat like, emotionality or whatever.
The rocks, their new rock, their new solidarity, and and so they're just full of potential. And that's what's so cool about the lava rock.
That is so cool.
And on the planet are the rocks. And so when you tap into them, they'll tell you and they'll talk to you just like the trees talk to you and like all other nature can speak to you.
Where's your samurai sword?
So if you go out to the lava and you look, first of all, you'll see the photons firing off because they're unimpeded.
No.
What I learned last year or more, I learned about the patterns that humanity sets upon its environment.
Yeah, I can do that.
So like in places like Europe where there are, you know, generations after generations after generations, thousands of years of people living in the same spaces.
Yeah.
There's this overlay of patterning, and now it's almost as if you can't break out of it because it's so much ingrained in not just you, but the nature of it. And so, like here, they can't break out of their patterns. But here, we have all this fresh ancestry, and so there are no patterns to it, and so we bring our patterns to it, which quickly change because they can. They're not in the confines of the old patterns anymore.
Yeah, that's cool.
So now you can change, and now what you will be so. This is magic.
Yeah.
And it happens at the precipice. And so when you decide for it to be so, it becomes so.
Yeah, whether that's a negative or a positive choice. And the island,
creation. It's not a about positive, negative, good or bad, what's right and what's wrong. We get really stuck in those polarities.
It's relative.
Yeah, you want to get into the absolute of it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all fine. It's okay. It either serves me or it doesn't serve me.
Right.
If it doesn't serve me, I don't need it in my sphere. And then you start receiving a great deal of blessings because you've just eradicated that which does not serve you, which does not make you stronger. Right?
Yeah.
So if you're practicing positive thinking and being blessed in an environment that gives you what you will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we went to the lava. And it's such a like amazing trek. It's like 4 miles, and we were just talking about all these amazing things and positive changes we've made in ourselves, and it was so epic to see the lava because it was just so positive and new, and then it reflected like this like on fire feeling. And also one of my names is magma. I have a name for every chakra color. They're all color names. So my root chakra is magma, even though it's kind of more orange. I thought it was red, but magma's actually kind of an orange color. But the orange color is mango. There's all these colors and words.
Yeah.
When I go out to the lava, I think of the mind of Earth under fire. So, like if you take Earth, the solidarity and the hardness of it, and you superheat it, it becomes every bit as liquid as anything else. And so it's like the mind of that, the intention of that, and how its forces react to it. Just watching it in the way the lava flows, and how it twists and turns. Yeah. I don't know. I think
I love this vibration raising discussion. Holy crap. People, if you could feel the energy in here. Really, I'm feeling it elevates. Especially if you can like pick up on it. It's like, whoa, I feel really good. Thank you.
Means what?
Intention.
What means what? What did you say?
Magic happens at the
The
precipice.
precipice.
What's the
And I spelled it
precipice
wrong.
for you? It's all good.
At the edges.
Precipice is the
what-
edge between now and then.
Yeah.
I like that one. The edge between now and then, like the past and the future, where it comes together, and the now.
Yeah.
So now is the precipice.
Now is the only real moment we have. The rest
the
is
precipice.
illusion.
Yeah.
What's up, Perry?
But it's also where probability is teetering towards.
Have you cooked the leaves
It's like
today
probability from the future happenings is teetering towards the probability of the future.
No?
And so you've got to place your
I just figured
intention
you
in
might
there and
be
hopefully
zooming around.
divert it.
Yeah. I see.
And if you have good enough tools, you can divert it.
Yes.
And you can set the intention for the future.
That's what I'm doing here. I'm visualizing hardcore.
No,
Seriously.
you didn't.
Yes, in the now, and it's not like I get carried away in the fantasy of, oh, I hope one day. No, it's like I'm seriously sitting in the now, as well as in my future and in my past. Because what is time really? It's not like this linear path that we attempt to conceive. It's like pressed. It's like pancaked together. So I can be in the past and the future and the now simultaneously because I carry all of the me's in the now that will ever exist. So it's
Infinite.
You spin it out really, really thin.
Yes.
and you put a
Infinite
tray up
use.
above
Yes.
these bunks on a
In
hot day.
infinite ways,
yes.
styles, degrees, some of them you wouldn't like.
And rotate it out.
Yeah, I have. What I do is I choose to love them all. Like instead of running away from the dark parts,
The last time I
I
saw the Rolling
embrace
Pins were
them,
in the
and
kitchen.
I
They
felt
were
like
where the
I've gotten
stove is in the
so
back.
much energy back
In the
that I
back.
can't even explain. It's changed
Rolling Pins.
things. It has. Instead of combating it, like making it out to be like there's an enemy there.
Well, once you get past right and wrong, you learn to accept most things.
Yeah.
And there are some things you don't want to accept in your sphere, like hostility, rage, anger. It's like just
So
go
we
away.
make the choices.
So
we
you
like we choose not.
That's
Yeah.
gone. And then as you get good at it, because it takes practice, as you get good
Yes.
at it, those things leave your sphere.
Yeah, we no longer attract them. We're like, we have
But you have to
energy
really-
spaces.
You have to make sure they no longer serve you.
Yeah.
If they're a building block to your persona,
Yeah.
and you want to keep that persona,
Right.
then you don't lose the anchor
Yeah.
that it causes.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to let go of the persona and the ego, that's why the ego has
Drop
to be
the
trained.
ego. Yeah, either.
Drop your persona, become somebody completely different and new. They won't understand.
Yeah.
Get
No.
over it. Go to a new state
Yes.
where you can be somebody else
That's the truth.
and
Yeah.
become your egoic
unless it's in a jar.
I want to say precipice.
You can be at we can be at our highest
You're
selves
egoic
all
now.
the time.
Yeah, but we have to support each other.
Yes,
Because you can't
interconnected.
live alone. Like that's a detrimental state.
Yeah.
So as long as we have communion with
Yeah.
one another, so it takes a population. So
Yes.
right now we're in that development of that population, and we're all starting to meet each other.
Yeah.
And we're all on our own wild ass ideals,
Yeah.
but we're starting to see the truth in other people's phrases.
It resonates. It hits a string.
And,
Like,
it tells you this
tingles.
is your family, this is what you've been practicing for and learning for.
like this is the
But we'll
truth.
come together
ultimately.
in our own language. Eventually, we'll all start to speak a common language.
Yeah, it'll be global
Common
government,
ideals.
one government for the world, and a bunch of other positive things. Side of like our hemisphere, our brain hemisphere, like the nurture, the love, the compassion, the interdependence, like the interweaving. It's like everyone strives to be an individual, but at the same time, individuality is awesome. But what about equality? Like knowing that you're my brother and my sister from anywhere, and like teaming up, because that's how it's supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be.
You can know that too.
Yes.
Anywhere. And all you gotta do when you see them is call them out.
Yeah.
Hello, brother.
Yeah.
Last year I was called to identify my sisters, and I
Yeah.
consider those to be women like me,
Yeah.
of past Egyptian lineage,
Yeah.
order of sisterhood.
Right.
And as they walked in, I would greet them. I never knew them, never met them before, but I would always say, hello, sister.
Yeah.
And they knew. They recognized. It was like, oh my God, thank you for saying that, you know?
Yes.
And I opened it up, and I was like, announce yourself to your sisters.
Right.
And I hope they do. I hope they all do.
I think they do.
I think they are. I think
Yeah.
they're doing it. And it's
I think
like,
Probably are.
mushroom.
don't be so covert about it. Everyone's kept the mother, the divine mother, in the dark.
No, I just did my test.
And where has that gotten us?
No magic, but structure. So when you think about it,
No
this is
magic,
what
but
I just
structure.
realized recently, and I've been pondering, is that like if you look at the
A philosophy major.
I forget the names already.
People think of
The
it.
giants,
a confrontation.
the giants from the Sumerians that they
confronting.
Nibiru.
Basically like confronting.
All right, if you look at those giants and the Loki story with the Christ story and all of that, we see that a brother gave, also Prometheus,
Yes.
a brother gave fire to the humans.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not that the brother gave fire means that he gave willpower
Yeah.
and individual spark. In other words, your own unique connection to the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
In my head.
Each person has a different way of connecting, right?
Right.
And again, it's the same route. I
Right,
mean, it's
so
the end point. Yeah.
Prometheus, I believe, Lucifer.
Yeah.
These were the ones that these are the names given to those that gave us our fire to
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah.
So then from there, where was I going with this shit? It was really good. I was like, knew I was gonna forget. What was our point?
It's okay.
Yeah.